all the music I'm doing, and then and even putting in pictures now. Isn't it? But it's my diary.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jennifer. We've had live music in this room every Friday night for 55 years. So thank you so much for coming out tonight and sharing in the wonderful tradition that is this room. We are one of the last remaining listening rooms around, and because we are a listening room, we ask that you keep your conversations to a minimum, and by minimum, I mean not at all. So if you could also please turn off your cell phones, we would really appreciate that as well. We are so excited to welcome tonight Lucy Holden. She's a Chicago singer-songwriter, and you are going to be delighted with her. So please, let's give her a warm Two-Way Street welcome.
Thank you. Another year is all but gone, and everything is coming to an end. Time to think of what we've done. Roads broken, roads that bend. When the leaves were green, we could dream, but when the leaves turned red, we fell onto our heads. Another life is all but spent. Soon each of us will scatter to the wind. Time to think of where we've been, of weary bones and weary skin. When our days were new, we were fools, and when our days grew old, we were born again, 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 again. Another night is all but past. Soon each of us will sink into the west. Time to think of who we'll be in other lands and distant seas. When the sun came up, we went out, and when the sun goes down, we'll come back around, 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 around. Thanks, guys. I know. Maybe that's what went out. Troubleshooting. Ooh. I'll just play that last one again, in case you missed it. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys, for coming out. My name is Lucy Holden. I'm very happy to be here, playing some original songs for you. That last one was called Around, which I repeated multiple times so you would know that's the name of the song. This next one is called Truth Is. You can listen for the title, too. When we met, I thought, this is it, this everything, here I am, at last, beside the rest of my life, and every step I took before the sun rose on today was to pull me closer to you. Now there are good times, yes, but there are bad times too. Only shadows of a smile, and in every shadow I see you. As the days grow shorter, my patience wears thin, falling out of the silence you let in. Truth is, I can't do it without you. Face this whole world all on my own. We both know that ain't what I wanna do. And if you wanted it too, I'd rather do it with you. Back when we were kids, I didn't ask for more. Only scratched the surface, never touched the core. It was enough back then to just be good friends at the start. You never think of the end. But we're older now, and it's time to act. You can't offer it all, need to take it back. As the hour grows later, I no longer doubt that your time will soon run out. Truth is, I can't do it without you. Face this whole world all on my own. We both know that ain't what I wanna do. And if you wanted it too, I'd rather do it with you. Come now, tell me what you're looking for. Why waste time for what's at your door? Reach out across the distance between us. This could be the best thing for the rest of our lives. But you don't want to try. Guess this means goodbye. Truth is, every step I ever took, I took it on my own feet, the only feet that I need. So long, now I'm gonna do it without you, and this'll be the best thing I'll have the time of my life. Thanks, guys. I'm not great at talking while tuning, so you'll just have to stare at me. All right, I'm playing some songs tonight off my upcoming album, which I'm releasing in exactly a week from today. You'll all be sitting here, probably. And my album will come out. But I have it in CD form now, if any of you guys listen to CDs. So if you got one, you would be the very first person to own it and listen to it. Yeah, it's a cool sneak preview, and luckily they came in time. So that last song, Truth Is, that's on the album. And this next one as well, it's called Time for a Change. I got used to things coming easy. I was right where wanted to be. A bright idea, a bright future. There was nothing that could have stopped me. Well, don't it always seem to fall apart right when the stars align? You can win and win and win again, just to lose it in the end. Well, now I see it wasn't meant to be. So I've been thinking it's time for a change. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know that I'll be counting the days until I find something that makes me as happy as I used to be. So I've been searching for a new way, a new vision to light up my days. But I can't seem to shake the clouds away. Even in blue skies, I'm stuck seeing gray. All the neighborhoods I used to walk, every bar and restaurant, so many faces that I've come to love remind me of my loss. Now how am I supposed to move on? So I've been thinking it's time for a change. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know that I'll be counting the days until I find something that makes me as happy as I used to be. As I used to be. As I used to be. Until I find something that makes me as happy. Until I find something that makes me as happy as I used to be. Thank you. It's fine. I mean, you'll know. Yeah, that last song was from when I was a bit down, and I realized I was kind of going in one direction in my life, and it wasn't working, and so I realized I needed to make a change. So I did. I tried some new things, experimented around. Now I'm traveling a lot and doing this solo music project, and I started performing at the Renaissance Fair. That was one of the things I did. And it's just good when, things aren't feeling right and you're sad, make some changes and see what happens. You could meet some new people and do new things. So this next song is kind of like a follow-up to that previous one about looking back and reflecting and seeing what needs to be changed and what can I do. Kind of use my songwriting a lot as reflection for myself and personal growth. This one's called Looking Back. I caught myself reading over pages that I wrote long ago, and I thought back to all of the things that I used to know, of the heroes and the histories, the dates and all the facts, and the certainty of who I was and what I'd be, the road that I would take and where it would lead. I was so sure, but now I'm stuck looking back. Oh, yesterday I left behind a child with a dream. He didn't know how life would really be. tomorrow could be better than today. I could change and I could find a way to be all the things I once dreamed I could be. Bold and holding on to all the reasons I believed. Forget my fear, forget regret, and stop looking back, and instead look ahead. Never saw myself as just another of the faces on the morning train. Day by day, hoping what I lose is still less than what I gain. In the darkness of my yesterday, my hope gave in to fear, and I couldn't save who I was and what I'd be, the future I could have if I was brave. I held back, now all I've got is what I gave. Oh, yesterday I left behind a child with a dream. I didn't know how life would really be. But tomorrow could be better than today. I could change and I could find a way to be all the things I once dreamed I could be. Bold and holding on to all the reasons I believed. Forget my fear, forget regret, and stop looking back, and instead look ahead. So I quit my job and now I try to make a living writing poetry. But so far all I've made are lots of pretty lines that no one will ever read. At least I know I'm trying, maybe life is only trying hard to get somewhere. And it's not where you go, but how you go. And if you like the road that took you there, you can't force the wind to change, but you can steer. Oh, yesterday I left behind a child with a dream. I didn't know how life would really be. But tomorrow will be better than today. I will change and I will find a way to be all the things I once dreamed I could be. Bold and holding on to all the reasons I believed. Forget my fear, forget regret, and stop looking back, and instead look ahead. Thank you. Thank you. So I happened to meet Joel at the Renaissance Fair, where we were both performing. And we realized we had some mutual acquaintances. And one of them is a man named Noel Rice, who's actually deceased now. Very sad. But he was my teacher, my Irish music teacher. And I was talking before about how it can be hard when you're a kid learning music to get into playing music. And I wasn't really into it until I was 14 years old, and I joined this Irish music group called the Academy of Irish Music. And the teacher was Noel Rice. And he just blew my mind away. He was nuts. He was one of those teachers you only have, once or twice if you're lucky in your lifetime. A very influential guy. And so I wrote this song about him, and it's kind of about, he believed in me a lot, and I was sad that I hadn't seen him recently before he passed away. But he's also an inspiration for me to do this music project now and to keep making creative projects. He was very into people being creative, and he was very encouraging, and he just loved seeing music and art. So yeah, this is for him. It's called Rice. Not about rice, it's just, that's his last name. I don't even know if he liked rice. He's Irish. Who knows? For the first time in a long time, I'm at a loss for words. It's been a long time since the first time when we met. I couldn't speak, I couldn't hear, I couldn't think. I was younger than I'd ever be, didn't know how much you'd mean to me. I couldn't say how much I'd change that day. My tight throat says it's too soon to write or speak. It was too soon for your tightrope to break. I should have called, I should have gone, I should have seen you all those hours of my life, but all I did was let them pass me by. I couldn't move, now I'll always wonder why. A week, a month, a year, and I'll still wish you were here. But I'll take everything you gave to me and become who you knew I could be. When I go, well, I'll know I never stopped or gave up. And I'll know when I go that I made the cut. With every day, with every breath, with every step, your words echoed on my tongue, so I could finish what we'd begun. I couldn't name a single day I didn't live. A week, a month, a year, and I'll still wish you were here. But I'll take everything you gave to me and become who you knew I could be. A week, a month, a year, and I'll still wish you were here. But I'll take everything you gave to me and become who you knew I could be. Thanks. That's kind of a sad one too, but it's good to write sad songs and happy songs. We have all the feelings. Yeah, so after Noel passed away, I really started to think, like, yeah, what am I doing? What do I really want to prioritize in my life? This was a number of years ago, and I realized that I didn't like my full-time job, and I realized that I could quit it and become a freelancer, and I would have more time to work on artistic things. So this next song is about that decision that I made. It's called One Life, and if you like it, there's a music video you can watch online that I made, and you can watch me in that music video. I'm the only person, just me. I didn't want to wait. Yeah, I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wake up 10 years older and nowhere closer to it. I didn't stop to think. I didn't stop to look back. No use trying just one more time to make it fit. Well, I don't believe that we're one thing when all I have is one life. One life I won't be wasting on a one-way street. And I believe I could be more. What else is a life for? If not to try everything I could be. Any time will do. Any day you do it. Cast off all of the old and try something new. Anything you were, anything you will be, make it into another pretty piece of you. Well, I don't believe that we're one thing when all I have is one life. One life I won't be wasting on a one-way street. And I believe I could be more. What else is a life for if not to try everything I could be? Ooh, 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 ooh. And I believe I don't believe that we're one thing when all I have is one life. One life I won't be wasting on a one-way street. And I believe I could be more. What else is a life for if not to try everything I could be? As you'll realize, I'm the queen of the abrupt endings. Sometimes there's like a long pause and then the song keeps going, but no, it's over. You're right. I don't want you guys to second guess yourselves. Okay, we're gonna get a little slower again. This next one is called Cornelia. It's about leaving behind the house where I grew up. And I'm from Chicago, as was mentioned before. I grew up kind of by Wrigley Field. So Wrigley Field's on Addison, and the next street going south is Eddy, and then there's Cornelia. So that's where I grew up, but like 10 minutes walk from Wrigley Field. And my parents sold that house a few years ago, and turns out I liked that house, and I was sad. But it wasn't really about the house, was it? It was about my childhood, yeah. When I was a little kid, I was afraid of change. I cried when my parents split, when my mother got engaged. I'd close my eyes and try to stop the time so we could stay the same. At last I learned that without winter's cold, we wouldn't have the spring. Now I know that I can't stop the seasons, and I know that change comes for a reason. But of all the things that pass in time and the friends that once were mine, I never thought I would leave you behind. "30 years have come and gone since I first came home to the old and crooked floors that held me up till I was grown. In all that time, you were the place where I was sure I could belong. How will I stand to all those without your walls to hold now that you are gone? Now I know that I can't stop the seasons, and I know that change comes for a reason. But of all the things that pass in time and the friends that once were mine, I never thought I would leave you behind. Give me just another day as it was back then, watching all the trains go by, picking cherries with my friends. But that old life has faded like a dream that left me when I woke. I can't go back, but you'll be in my heart everywhere I go. Now I know that I can't stop the seasons, and I know that change comes for a reason. But of all the things that pass in time and the friends that once were mine, I never thought I would leave you behind. Thanks, guys. Two important things. I'm going to take off my jacket because I'm hot, and I'm going to pick up my mandolin. Just artfully throw that there. My primary instrument is actually violin. But I pretend that I know mandolin because it has the same strings as the violin. But doing the solo project has really challenged me to be playing mandolin and guitar a lot. Usually when I'm in a band, I'm playing violin. But it's fun. It's fun. I'm going to do a cover next. This is by our old friend, Bobby D. It's called Masters of War. Maybe you know it. Or maybe not. Come, you masters of war, you that build the big guns, you that build the death planes, you that build all the bombs, you that hide behind walls, you that hide behind desks. I just want you to know I can see through your masks. You that never done nothing but build to destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. You put a gun in my hand, then you hide from my eyes. Then you turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. A world war can be won. You want me to believe but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down my drain. You fasten all the triggers for the others to fire. Then you sit back and watch while the death count gets higher. You hide in your mansions while the young people's blood falls out of their bodies and is buried in the mud. You've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled, afraid to bring children into the world, for threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that runs in your veins. Let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Will it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it could? I think you will find when your death takes its toll that all the money you made will never buy back your soul. And I hope that you die, and your death will come soon. I'll follow your casket by the pale afternoon, and I'll watch as you're lowered into your deathbed. Then I'll stand over your grave to make sure that you're dead. I know, he doesn't hold back, does he? There's some harsh lyrics. Actually, that was my first time playing that song all the way through without messing up the words. Yeah, very impressive, right? It's like 7 verses. He actually wrote 8, but I cut one because it was so long. But I also like writing songs with extra verses. I often do 4 verses and 2 choruses. That's like my structure. This next one is an original called Move Mountains. It has that structure. And it's about a family member of mine who was in a difficult relationship. I'll leave it at that. It's a metaphor. Oh, I should say, this one is on my album. And I have a friend of mine, also a friend of Joel's. His name is Fred Lauritsen, and he's playing whistle and flute on it. And it's very beautiful. If you ever go to the Renaissance Fair in Bristol and you go to the Maypole, he's the one performing there on whistle, usually. If the mountain could see, he'd see my weary face, cold and pale, frozen by his wind. Then he would change his ways and turn his winter into spring. If the mountain could see, he'd stop hurting me. If the mountain could smell, he'd smell my bleeding arms, weak and ragged, broken by his storms. Then he would change his ways and turn each rock into a rose. If the mountain could smile, he would treat me well. If I could go, I How could I go? How would I go? If I could go, where could I go? Where would I go? Would I go to the desert, to the ever-shifting sand, or to the water? But I could barely stand. And if I got away, would I be better on my own? If I stayed with the mountain, I'd never be alone. If the mountain could hear, he'd hear my shaking voice, hoarse and quiet, begging him to leave. Then he would change his ways and let me run until I'm free. If the mountain could hear, I'd never need to fear. Oh, if only I could wake, I'd wake up from this dream, dark and troubled, terrible and strange. That in the light of day I'd see there's one thing I could change. Oh, if only I could wake, I'd be the one to change. If I could go, how could I go? How would I go? If I could go, where could I go? Where would I go? Would I go to the desert, to the ever-shifting sand, or to the water where I could barely stand? And if I got away, would I be better on my own? If I stayed with the mountain, I'd never be alone. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then we'll have our intermission. And yeah, come say hi during intermission. I have some merch over here in this beautiful arrangement that I finished today. Lots of nice things. This next song is a follow-up to that previous song. I guess I write a lot of songs in parts, don't I? This is about after the person left the mountain. So it's a happy song. It's called At Last. I should say, too, my album is not out yet, but if you want to listen to me online, I have these two songs online, this one, At Last, and also One Life that I played earlier. Those are out. I came home so I could destroy my home, so I could throw out the monster that lived there. And at last, now after all these years, now I can close my eyes and breathe again. Now I can do anything, I can laugh or I can sing, I can leave my body and float on air. And when it's time to leave this town, you won't find me looking down. I'll be facing forward as I go anywhere. Listen, kid. This is your chance to live. This is the time we fought and waited for. When you sleep, shadows may haunt your dreams. You know they can't hurt you anymore. Now we can do anything. We can laugh or we can sing. We can leave our bodies and float on air. And when it's time to leave this town, you won't find us looking down. We'll be facing forward as we go anywhere. I know it's hard to forget what he did. You may never let it go. You don't have to forget or forgive. It's enough to know. Now we can do anything. We can scream or we can sing. We can be happy in our home. When it's time to leave this town, you won't find me breaking down. I'll be mended and whole when I go anywhere.
Okay, let's hear it for Lucy Holden. Okay. As Lucy mentioned, we're going to take about a 15-minute break. You can refill your snacks and beverages, and the restrooms are down the hall and on your left. And of course, as forementioned, the merch is over here. Beautiful CDs and there's soap that smells.
Locally made Chicago soap.
Yes, it smells wonderful.
Local to my mom's house.
So please check it out, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
changing my tuning.
Panic was sitting in.
I just don't like doing it like at the last minute. It gets weird.
You're so creative. I love
Thank you.
lyrics.
Thank you. I've been playing violin since I was 4. Yeah. And then I picked up guitar when I was 12 and mandolin when I was like 16. Kind of staggered over time, yeah. I started writing songs when I was in my teenage years also, yeah. I didn't write anything good. Huh?
Creative way to do things, but that's probably when it's your best.
I know, yeah, lots of things.
In early 20s.
Lots of things were happening and changing, and it's a formative time.
Anyone that like, not try to duplicate, but that care,
Yeah.
influence.
Irish music was a big influence for me, I'd say. No.
Okay. That doesn't mean,
The teacher I was mentioning was Irish, yeah. And it was like, I started playing Irish music, and that was a big influence. And also, I guess like other folk groups, like the Waylon Jennies, I listened to a lot.
like country and western.
No, not so much. Although my uncle's really into country, and he always plays at every like family party. He plays country music, and he plays his own original songs. So I think that was an influence too, growing up.
What is your nationality? Give you a leaning towards
I'm half Polish, and I'm also on the other side. I am German, Swedish, and Chinese. You're Polish too.
German Bohemian.
Yeah.
That part of the world.
It's like Prussian, but I said German because it's like, yeah.
That could
Yeah. I mean, like, we had lots of music in my family growing up. Everyone played music.
It's nice when you start listening young because you can get more acclimated to it.
It's true, yeah. It's harder to pick them up later.
Instead of forcing
My mom did, like, she didn't force us, but she forced us to practice. And I appreciate that she did.
other qualities that help a person as you get older.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah. I totally agree, yeah.
Discipline.
I'm glad she did, and I'm glad I took lessons.
Yeah, we're glad too.
Thank you. My older sister is also a musician. She has a show right now. So she plays piano. That's her primary instrument. And I also grew up playing piano, but I kind of stopped. Although I can like read sheet music, but I can't. I'm not as good as she is. So she does. They are. She has back problems, and she complains about it all the time. And I'm like, well, I have these like little instruments, but I also have a husband who helps carry my things.
Yeah, so one of the things that I should mention,
Sometimes you are. That's how you think sometimes think you're significant other.
money.
Doing the same thing.
It's true.
Feel. It'd be helpful.
Not us though.
There's always some reason.
I mean, he's welcome to try. Maybe some percussion.
Good, and,
You know, a band, high school band, or garage band.
Yeah. My first boyfriend was a musician, and he was in a band in college.
yeah,
And we're still very good friends, and we play. I still see his music all the time. Yeah.
How to discipline your game, right? Discipline
It's hard these days.
yourself. Somebody else yell at you to do it best.
It's true, yeah. I was really motivated in high school. I was just really inspired by this Irish group.
Are you part Irish?
it's a big one.
No, my former stepfather was Irish, and so he took us to a lot of like Irish festivals and events. And we went to Ireland, so I have like a big connection with the country, but I'm not actually Irish. But I look Irish enough. It's fine.
And they've got a day job.
Yeah.
I grew up in all Irish parish, Catholic school with the Irish people.
Nice. There's a lot of crossover between Germany and
On
Ireland.
the other side, you know, my whole family, they were from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
lot of that behind musical background. I just joined the choir and sang
Yeah.
back in high school, you know, chorus.
Yeah.
Choir's great. Yeah, my sister did choir.
How this is with you.
Well, I mean,
What helped?
Being that young adult, you know, like when you're in the choir, Catholic school for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Then when by the time I got to high school, I joined
but in
chorus
general,
because I liked it.
most of it was satisfying.
You could still.
I needed somebody who was like, used to that.
But satisfying could be as good as fun.
Do you? So are you in any choirs now?
I sang over Mighty with him. He's been playing
Oh, that's fun.
guitar forever.
My mom sings in the choir at her church, and she does. She's like a cantor. Yeah, at our church in Chicago. Well, her church in Chicago.
That is a Catholic church.
Yeah, it's a Catholic church.
How to meet expectations.
Of course, right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but certainly, yeah,
Well, my dad is Buddhist, but he's not. My dad is Buddhist,
no, I agree with you.
but he's not Polish.
I mean, it's,
My dad is like a quarter Chinese,
at the risk of repeating
so,
myself,
but he was raised Catholic, but he kind of like went for his more Chinese ancestry. Yeah. So I was kind of.
I'd be interesting to know if Emily was right, switching. Yeah, I mean, she was.
Different.
I,
They have their own way of doing it.
They have their own way, but it's very similar beliefs. Like it's very similar beliefs, like the Catholic Church. You know, like be nice, be compassionate, be kind to others. A lot of that.
That seems easy. It's small enough to carry. It's not so large you can't carry it.
It is nice, yeah. It's annoying to tune though.
I got such a kick out of that.
They look like something from the
No,
shape of that.
and he had such
The
a,
mandolins I've seen are not like that. They're like violins.
Yeah, this one is called.
Here at the singer,
Yeah. This one's a little unusual. This is called an A-frame.
do you think that was it, or that he was just sitting different?
I know, it looks cool, right? I was lucky with this one, yeah. But it's the same instrument, same thing. It just looks different.
Some people learn some real unusual instruments here when they play their music or other types.
That's cool. I love other instruments. Mm-hmm. A bouzouki? See, that's what I wanted to play, but then I got a mandolin instead. Yeah, I could do like a top up on my hot water. I could do that really quick. It used to be tea, but you could just. Do you want another tea?
Okay,
You could just put hot water in there. Yeah, it'll get so strong.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you about all the wonderful things that are happening here at the Two-Way Street in the next few weeks. Next week, this very same time, this very same place, we are going to have Bobcat Opossum. They're so good. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Sean and Ellen, they are they're beautiful people, beautiful musicians. It's going to be great. And then on Saturday, there is a Fifth Saturday workshop at 11 to 1. You can register online. It's $25. And Bobcat Opossum is coming back for that the next day. It's singing and playing in harmony. So it's super fun. This is actually a repeat. It was so popular the first time around. We're having them back. It's really fun. It's a great group, and you can bring your instrument. You can just bring your voice, and they kind of teach you how to make music and harmony with each other. So it's really a cool thing. So that's happening. Then the Fox Valley Folk Festival is coming up soon, Labor Day weekend. So Monday at the festival, the Two-Way Street has a special little stage where we have an hour. It's called Two-Way Street Favorites, and it's going to be at one of the workshop stages on Monday from 1 to 2, and we are so excited. We're going to have Lisa P. Medina and Adela Skoronsky, who are going to be song swapping and collaborating and playing together 1 to 2 on that stage. And they're also going to open the festival at 11 to 11:30 that Monday. So they'll be on the main stage at 11 to 11:30, and then on one of the workshop stages from 1 to 2. So that's Monday, Labor Day. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so we also have sing-arounds, song circles, jams. Our barn dances are going to be starting soon. Nordic jams and Nordic dances are going to be starting up again soon. So all of that information is going to be on the flyers, on your table, and also out in the racks, along with all of the wonderful venues that are around here: Acoustic Renaissance, Maple Street Chapel, St. Tim's. All of their schedules are also out in the hallway, so check it out. There's music everywhere. Woohoo. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. And we're going to welcome back to the stage Lucy Holden. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. In the autumn, years ago, I'd wake up early in the morning, tiptoe down to the living room. We would share a cup of tea. It tasted like earth to me, but I'd do anything to be by you. I'd pretend to work while you were writing to yourself, and I'd try very hard to memorize your face. Then you said that I was like a sister to you, so I said you were like a brother to me too. Words were all I had to get to know you. Words are not enough to talk about you. In a dream I've had 100 times before, I saw you and I smiled so wide I thought I'd split in two. Now we're living other lives so far away, you might as well be nothing more than shadows in my sleep. Across the years, across the room, across the sea, you were always more than a brother to me. Words were all I had to get to know you. Words are not enough to talk about you. If I had you every day, and if you loved me in that way, then who's to say that I'd still feel the same? Love can change, or love can grow, or love can fade. I'll never know if all my love for you would stay or go. We were nothing more than a dream to me. We were nothing more than a dream to me. We were nothing more than a dream to me. We were nothing more than a dream to me. But I dreamed about you. tom of Bedlam. 10,000 miles I traveled, mad maudlin goes on dirty toes. For to save her shoes from gravel, still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. I went down to Satan's kitchen for to get me food one morning, and there I spied souls piping hot along the spit a-turning. Still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. There I took up a cauldron where I boiled 10,000 harlots. Though full of flame I drank the same to the health of all such varlets. Still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. My staff has murdered giants, my bag a long knife carries, for to cut mince pies from children's thighs and feed them to the fairies. Still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. Mad Tom of Bedlam, 10,000 years I traveled, mad maudlin goes on dirty toes. For to save her shoes from gravel, still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. Still I sing bonny boys, bonny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink nor money. Assistant, help me. Thanks, guys. Pulling up my set list here. That last song was called Bedlam Boys. It's a traditional folk song that I learned at the Renaissance Fair. And then I wrote those little pieces that go into it. And the first song I played was called About You. That's an older song that I'm playing again. I actually recorded some of the songs that I've played tonight with my band called Honey Cellar. That was who I performed with before I started my solo project. So if you're interested in listening to those, you have to look up Honey Cellar instead of Lucy Holden. Sorry. This next song is one of those. This is the oldest song I'll play tonight. This one is called Snow in Summer. I actually wrote it when I was 19. That's right. That was a while ago now. I just turned 32 last week.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I thought I knew everything. On my birthday last week, I was like, yeah, I'm 32. I got this. And then Tuesday happened. There's a lot of weird things happen on Tuesday, including me getting stung by wasps 4 times. I just ran through the forest screaming. You know, these things happen when you're 32, I guess. No, they don't. I'm okay. I'll live. Welcome to the nonsense song. Follow breadcrumbs to candy and learn how not to trust the fire's just a warming light leading you to bust your head open. on all the rules and facts. What are these careful tracks we've laid? Ever think that being a human demands a little bit too much? Maybe it's all nonsense. Who's to say they're not all lying? The ones who'll tell you anything to make you believe in love. What do they know? Little do they know. Only lips of red, skin white as snow. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. I'll piece together you into some memory I can use before love fades and leaves me hollow, to make me strong enough to follow tragedy like this. And no, not all of life is made of sorrow. We cry until we crawl until we hurt. And as we walk, they bring us down, just voices trying to be heard. Don't you know they're all pretend, all part of a nonsense song? But you are wanted real, even if you were only snow in summer, snow in summer. Let it snow this summer and last through December, as across the world I go. I'll still be remembering when we were first there together. And I'll wish you'd met me first, and I'll wish you'd made it last. And I'll never be satisfied until I'm gone to my grave, where I'll be reaching on and on and touch those lips and still beyond my small existence. Make me huge, make me greater than I am. Let it snow this summer and last through December, as across the world I go. I'll still be remembering when we were first there together. And I'll wish I'd met you first, and I'll wish you'd made it last. And I'll never be satisfied until I'm gone to my grave, where I'll be reaching on and on to touch those lips and still beyond my small existence. Make me huge, make me greater than I am, because I'll always remember all of you. But I'd best be sure I'll be remembered. Perhaps if we don't sleep, we won't wake into tomorrow. I never try to explain that song, so I won't. This next one, though, it's called Come What May, and it's another bit of an older one. I wrote it in 2020. Does anyone remember that year? Oh yeah, what a good year, huh? So fun. But I wrote it in the fall, and I was feeling hopeful despite everything. So you say these are all dark days spun over our lives like a curse. In my eyes, it isn't all that great. It could be better, but it could be worse. Summer fades, earth spins round, we all rise to another dawn. Come what may, we'll stand our ground, we will smile as we go on. Fire and flame, eye of hurricane, all we love and fear we cannot save. Day by day, We will wax and wane and sing our songs for the bold and brave. Autumn fades, earth spins round, we all rise to another dawn. Come what may, we'll stand our ground, we will smile as we go on. In the end, all our wheels will rust, we'll exhale, then we'll turn to dust. Until then, let us laugh and sing and play our part in everything. Winter fades, earth spins round, we all rise to another dawn. Come what may, we'll stand our ground, we will smile as we go on. That was my nodding and wondering what I'm going to play next. Yeah. This next one is another folk song. It's called Alison Gross. And it was covered by a band called Steel Eye Span, if anyone knows them. Pretty cool, like British folk band, I think like playing in the 70s, who incorporate a lot of electric instruments into their music. But I think I was getting a question earlier about my influences, and a big influence was just my parents and the music that they played, of course, growing up. And my mom played a lot of Steel Eye Span. And I couldn't tell you that many of their songs, but I think I internalized it. It's one of those. She also played a lot of Beatles, love the Beatles, that kind of thing. But this is a song especially that my sister and I would sing to and act out because it's very fun and silly. Gross, that lived in yon tower, the ugliest witch in the north country, has trysted me one day up to her bower, and many a fair speech she made to me. She stroked my head and she combed my hair, she set me down softly on her knee, saying if you would be my lover so true, so many good things I would give to you. Away, away, you ugly witch, go far away and let me be. I never would be your lover so true, and I wish I were out of your company. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the north country. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the north country. She showed me a mantle of red scarlet, with golden flowers and fringes fine, saying if you would be my lover so true, this goodly gift it shall be thine. She showed me a shirt of the softest silk, well wrought with pearls abound the band, saying if you would be my lover so true, this goodly gift you shall command. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. She showed me a cup of the good red gold, well set with jewels so fair to see, saying if you would be my lover so true, this goodly gift I would give to thee. Away, away, you ugly witch, go far away and let me be. I never would kiss your ugly mouth for all of the gifts that you could give. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. She turned her right and round about, and thrice she blew on a glass green horn. She swore by the moon and the stars up above that she'd make me rue the day I was born. Then out she has taken a silver wand. She's turned her 3 times round and round. She's muttered such words till my strength it did fail, and she's turned me into an ugly worm. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. She must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. Alison Gross, she must be the ugliest witch in the North Country. It's cute. I'm going to play that song at my album release show next week. With a friend of mine. He'll be playing electric guitar. And he said that when I sent him the song, he was kind of bothered by it. He was like, what's the moral of this story? Like, he asked this witch, well, he sits with her and he doesn't like her and he tells her that. And she's like, no, be my lover. And then she gets mad and she turns him into a worm. The end. And so he looked up the song, he did some research into it, and he found some alternative versions, which I had never heard of before. So I guess there are some where he runs around and is tortured for a while, but then he's rescued by some kind of fairy godmother who turns him back. Yeah. So that would be a different moral to the story, I guess. I don't know. All right, this next one is back to my original. This is called She's Not Coming Home. And I wrote this song for a songwriting class, actually, that I took a few years ago. And it was a very, very weird structure to it. So don't ask me to describe it. It's a very bizarre song. But it's a lot of fun to play. And if you listen to the album, there's a lot of fun instruments on it. I have a ton of instruments on my album besides the one I'm playing tonight. So on this song, we have bowron, Irish drum, and we also have a double bass and 5-string fiddle, which is me. I'm playing it on the album. She's not coming home again. There is no sister, wood, or friend to make her change her mind and stay. No, she's not coming home again. It was 20 years ago but she won't ever let it go. The cold, the dark, the fear, and then no, she's not coming home again. You can curse and cry till the day you die, hoping that she'll forgive you. Many suns will set, and yet she won't ever change her view. So don't think about her face, her voice, her laughter, her embrace. Don't think about what could have been. She's not coming home again. You walk back home and close the door, so you won't have to remember that she's not coming home again. Though time has passed and you have changed, you'll never change the thing you did. So she's not coming, she's not coming, she's not coming home again. Thanks, guys. All right, that's all for the mandolin for tonight. Say goodnight, Mandy. I haven't named my guitar, if anyone has any suggestions. I guess I could call it Guitari. I have a friend named Tarek. That sounds a little better. I just have a few more songs. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and it's a real pleasure to play for you all. This next one is another one that's on my album. It's called If It's Time. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. Some of them are hard to describe, so you can just listen. Oh. Why, thank you, Joel. Oh, now you can hear it. We can call it as a name, Guitar You Can Hear. I remember when we were young, how you glowed in light and wait, there it is. In light and laughter, happy ever after. But we were. All the tales that you told us couldn't teach how bad the stranger and real the danger. But oh, how could we know the end at the start? If you are ready, I will be there. I'll trade your hope for your fear. In all this tired, twisted road, isn't it time to let it go? You were hoping to save the story, but all those years the hero was trying. The villain kept lying, even if he wanted to. Some dark hearts cannot change. If this chapter is finally ending, if it's time you stopped believing, you are leaving, then I will be at your side. You'll never be alone. If you are ready, I will be there. I'll trade your hope for your fear. In all this tired, twisted road, isn't it time to let it go? If you are ready, I will be there. I'll trade your hope for your fear. In all this tired, twisted road, isn't it time to go? I should say about that last one on the album, I actually have my mom and my sister on that song too. My mom plays accordion and she sings, and my sister sings. I have a musical family. This is my last song I'll play for y'all. And this is a cover. It's called Rambling Man by Laura Marling. She's a British singer-songwriter. And I'm playing in a different tuning right now. This is open E tuning. And I was trying to learn this song years and years ago, and instead of learning it, I instead wrote other songs in this tuning because I was like, oh, this is really cool. So I wrote that last song I played for you, another song, and now I finally have gone back and learned this song so I can play it for you tonight. Thanks so much for being here. I'll say quickly about my merch again. You can stop at the merch table if you like, if you've already gotten something, thank you. If not, don't worry. I have some handmade soaps there by a local soap maker in Chicago. And yeah, most of the other things were made in Chicago as well. And then Joel said that I should mention something about my album art. Yeah, if you take a look at the artwork, these were pictures taken by my husband, who's this sketchy man over there. Who is that guy? He's not normally here. That's the husband. And we are big travelers and hikers. So we heard about this place called The Wave, which you might have seen on a desktop background before. It was like on Windows background for a while. And we were like, oh, we really want to go there. But it was really hard to go there because there's a lottery system for a permit. You have to get a permit to go. It's a sensitive area made of sandstone, so they don't want too many people to walk on it. So we entered this lottery a few times, and we kept losing. And finally, we won. And it was in February in 2025. And so I was like, hey, because we're going there and it's so cool, I'll take my mandolin so we can like do a little photo shoot. And that's how we got these pretty cool pictures of me with the mandolin there. Yeah, so if you're ever in Arizona, it's like northern Arizona, Utah area, that's where it is, like around right on the border. But you do have to try for the lottery. And if you want to go there anyway, come to me for some recommendations, because there are a lot of other hikes you could do that are gorgeous. Or just places to see. Oh, naive little me, asking what things you have seen, and you're vulnerable in your head, and you'll scream and you'll wail till you're dead. Creatures veiled by night, following things that aren't right, and they're tired and they need to be led, and you'll scream and you'll wail till they're dead. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. Beaten, battered, and cold, my children will live just to grow old. But if I sit here and weep, I'll be blown over by the slightest of breeze, and the weak need to be led, and the tender are carried to their bed, and it's a cold and grim affair, and I'll be damned if I'll be found there. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. It's funny how the first chords that you come to are the minor notes that come to serenade you. And it's hard to accept yourself as someone you don't desire, as someone you don't want to be. Oh, give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. Oh, give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am.
Okay, let's hear it for Lucy Holden. So Lucy, this is your first time here, so you may not know this. But nobody, and I mean nobody, gets out of the two-way street without an encore. Should we ask Lucy for one more song? What do you think? All right, take it away.
Well, it just so happens I do have one more song. Thank goodness. No, just one. Just one. It's the max. This is everything. Everything I got. And I didn't bring my violin, so we can't keep going. Yeah, next time. This one is called Passing Ships. And this is one that I did in my old band I mentioned before, but I wanted to do it as a solo artist too. And so I kind of stripped it down. I took out all the electric instruments and I just did myself and my sister playing piano. So that's what you'll hear on the album. Of course, for now, we'll just do me because my sister has a show tonight. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks all for listening, and come say hi afterwards, and have a good night after this. I used to think of us 30 years ago, swinging in the playground on a sunny afternoon. I heard you say, hello, what are you singing? Teach it to me sometime so I can sing it too with you. I used to wonder why we were born far apart, growing up in different towns at different times. I wonder if we'd met 30 years ago. Would I know you? Would I call you mine? That I wanted you so bad, not as we were, but as we could be. It felt so right, that dream of us I had. If it weren't you, if it wasn't me. I used to dream of us 20 years ago, kissing by the lockers or in the bathroom. And you would say, hey, do you believe in lovers who were meant to be like I was meant to be with you? I used to wonder why you were wrong. After all, wanting it was not enough to make it right. I wonder if we'd met 1,000 years ago. Would you love me in another life? But I wanted you so bad, not as we were, but as we could be. It felt so right, that dream of us I had. If it weren't you, if it wasn't me. I used to hope for us every hour of the day, sorting out our different lives and finding a way. I wonder if we'll ever meet again, or go on as ships that pass in the night. But I wanted you so bad, not as we were, but as we could be. It felt so right, that dream of us I had. If it weren't you, if it wasn't me. Thanks again, guys. Good night.
I would think that this would just be thrown away. If you want to take any of these others, go for it. That's the idea why they're not girls.
So I don't forget it. Who sang in that song? It wasn't a Bear Fork. My sister's a big fan. She plays Bear Fork.
No, that's okay. I'm new to switch them out.
Thanks, Will. Good audience. Thank you, honey.
Guys have a safe trip.
Take care.
Thanks for coming. See you soon.
Hey, take care.
I never was.
Sadly, no.
Those songs were really nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's nice to know that other people enjoy them too.
Good with both of those.
It's nice to have a little bit of variety, I feel like. Not just have guitar the whole time.
Does it make you
Do, 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 do. Thank you. I can do it.
Oh,
He never usually does this.
That's very nice.
Why am I? It's nice. I can do that. So goofy.
Don't do this. Well, it's kind of high.
Do you come every week to this?
We used to help out in Woodbury serving the coffee years ago. Back in the 70s. He's always young. Now my grandchildren are in their 20s. We used to say, oh, these are Dolly and Dave.
Yes, they're coming.
He plays
I looked
guitar.
through the counter.
Dolly, yeah.
Significant other.
But you're the one who
I'm
told me
just
about
saying, I don't play
nutted straws.
Singing is the voice is an instrument, yeah.
I used to be in the choir at the
Tissue paper.
school and the church.
Mhm.
Now in Seattle, they
I love music.
Yeah.
garbage,
I don't play anything. I love music.
But the voice is an instrument. That's important. You need to be able to sing. And not everyone can sing.
if you wet your hands, you can put that in the compost.
Did you grab the canvas bag? That's back there.
Yeah, I have mine.
Do you live in the area?
No, I live in, we're kind of nomadic. We live mostly in Chicago. Yeah.
Follow you down the hill
Yeah.
because I live on a hill.
City people. I never left the city.
There's no, I don't have any neighbors.
Well,
in back.
I used to be critical of the suburbs,
I don't want.
but now that we've spent so much time traveling and